Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to Dawn Williams Tarot. This reading is for Sun, Moon, and Rising placements in the sign of Aquarius. If you have those placements, this reading may be for you. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, not a one-on-one reading. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. This message is for the month of December 2024 as we are winding down the year of 2024. How exciting! We made it to the end. Yay! So today I'm going to do a Kachina knife spread for you just to see what's coming at you, what you need to know. As I read your cards, I'm going to take myself off screen so we can focus on the cards themselves. At the end, I will bring myself back on camera. Keep in mind, I do private readings as well. So if there is information that you are interested in, you can look at my website at dawnwilliamstarot.com to find my pricing and availability. Okay, very good. Okay. So my plan is to do the Kachina knife reading for you. And then I'm going to pull some final cards from the Tea Leaf Tarot. And when I pull those cards, I will put myself back on screen. Okay. So here we go. Okay. So you saw me shuffling. I'm just going to go ahead and split the deck, lay out your cards, and tell you what's coming in for the month of December for our beautiful Aquariuses. Hang on. Yeah, my deck's upside down. Sorry. Try again. Okay, so we start off with the Five of Cups, Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles. We have two pages. We have the Two of Swords, Two of Wands, Nine of Cups, which is a beautiful card, and the Ten of Swords. Okay, so we start off your reading with you in this first position. Now, as I'm looking around at your cards, I know that you are an air sign. So the only air sign we have here is that Two of Swords. I don't have the Fool and I don't have the Star card. So we're just going to see what comes up for you, okay? So we start off with this Five of Cups. Now, the Five of Cups for me is mourning some kind of a loss, or there is a sense of sadness, a sense of depression, a sense of kind of anxiety, looking back, right? Looking back on your life and seeing the things that are no longer serving you, that are causing you some kind of a heartache. Now, the thing about this card is that the fives are all about changes coming into your life. It is it's a minor arcana. So these changes come in pretty quickly. So you might not be feeling this energy for the full month, but as you start off this month, there may be some areas of sadness or areas of loss for you. Now, the thing that is always the guidance for this specific card is that you can see that the guy has his head down. He's kind of really looking at that loss. And what he's not recognizing is that there are these two additional cups behind him. So if he were to change his perspective, turn around, he would see that there are other opportunities available to him. And that's kind of that same energy that I want to share with you. Now, cups are about our emotions. So if you are feeling those feelings, I know that many people are not really excited during the Christmas holiday season for whatever reason. It is all unique to each individual. So maybe some of you are not excited about this season coming up. However, I will say, if you change your perspective and you look at your blessings, right? Look at the things that you are thankful for. I think that can really shift your energy as well as your perspective. Now, as the month is coming in, this is what your current kind of outcome is the Page of Wands. Now, the pages are all about new paths, new directions, right? Or it could also represent an apprenticeship. So an apprenticeship would be a situation where maybe you have started a new job and you're the new guy on, in the team, and you have a lot to learn. And it's perfectly fine because there's going to be a lot of passion, a lot of inspiration, a lot of creativity involved with this. Now, the other thing that I have noticed is that this guy's wearing a white hat. Huh. That's so funny. I've never really noticed that before, that he was wearing a white hat. So kind of the white hats, right, will be bringing in a lot more of this exciting information that is going to be divulging for us this month as well. Now, pages are also about perhaps you are going to be a person that is going to be mentoring a younger person. So let's say that you have somebody that's new on your team, that's younger than you, doesn't have a lot of life experience, and they come to you for that guidance and to be implemented into whatever their new role is. And lastly, the thing about the pages is that they are also messages. So in this situation, there might be an inspiring message that may be coming towards you, something that is going to give you a lot of motivation and is going to fill you with passion. And that's kind of my energy that I'm picking up for this month for you, is that there's going to be some new things coming in, new opportunities that are going to really inspire you, that is going to really set you thinking as to the things that you're going to want to what you're going to want to create for yourself for the month or for 2025, right? We're really looking towards our future. And what has come in our past is the Page of Pentacles. Now, the Pentacles all have to do with our physical security. And this page is really about being very grounded, being very determined and very succinct about the things that you do want to create. Again, a page can represent a younger person. So it could be that you're moving from, one opportunity to another. And also with this page, it could also again represent messages. Now, if it does represent a message for you, it could be a message about your physical security. It can represent your money, your finances, right? Maybe you have decided to diversify your portfolio. Maybe you have decided to get into, XRP or crypto or whatever those things are, as well as you might be starting a new job, like I had mentioned before. And maybe you're starting in a new career, a new field, and you're just getting your feet wet, right? You're kind of the new guy on the team. And again, with this Page of Pentacles, it could also be representing messages regarding your career. It can also be an offer being made for some of you who are waiting for that. And also, it could be a message about your home. Maybe you are changing home, or maybe you're looking for a new place to live, and you have put in an application somewhere to rent, and you find out that you do get that home, or you do get this new start, is kind of the energy that I'm picking up. Now, the thing that is really coming between you in terms of your energy and what you are working on in the month of December is that Two of Swords. And of course, as you know, that swords energy does represent air. So it is looking at things with a blindfold over your eyes. So what that's telling me is that you really might want to do some research before you make any decisions on things. This card for me always represents some type of a crossroad, meaning that you have a couple of different directions that you want to go, or that you could potentially go, and you're not really sure which one it is. So for her, I always say, put the swords down and take off the blindfold so that you can see. But again, with this card, it's saying that there's more options, there's more answers than you realize. That it isn't just I'm going to go to the right or I'm going to go to the left. It isn't that I'm going to move to, this state or that state. It really has to do with there's a lot more options, and that right now you kind of have that tunnel vision, and it's really asking you to really allow yourself to explore all options before you move forward. Now, your future situation coming in is this Two of Wands. So what I find interesting is you have two pages and you have these two twos. The page, I mean, the Two of Wands is definitely a situation where you are looking towards your future. You're looking at what else can I build? What else can I do? What else excites me, right? Because the wands represent your innate nature, your fiery nature within you that gives you that inspiration, that gives you that spark of creativity and that spark of passion. Now, the story of this guy is that he has gone out and he has explored the world and he has created his money. He's now in his little castle here. As you can see, there is a village down below him. He does have the world in his hands and he's looking at his options. So these twos are talking about choices and decisions for you to make. Do you want to stay where you are, where it's comfortable, and you know your day-to-day routine? Or are you really investigating and looking at options as to what direction you want to go next? Do you want to go for that adventure? The other thing that this card does represent is it can represent travel. It can represent moving. It can represent moving to a new destination, any of those things. And it's going to represent something different for all of you. And lastly, what I am looking at for whatever reason is we have those white lilies and the red roses there. Now, the white lilies are talking about your purity of thought and action. And of course, roses have to do with your love, your courage, taking action. And it also has to do with your personal wisdom. So give it some thought before you make any big changes in your life. And I really feel as though it's really talking about what you want to manifest for next year, for 2025. What direction do you want to go? And I say that because your next clarifying card for your two is this beautiful Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups for me is my yes card. So if you have been really looking at options and opportunities for you to move forward or take a path forward, now is the time to do it. I need a drink of water. Hang on just a second. Thank you for that. That feels better. And the Nine of Cups for me is all about your feelings. Nines are about persevering. It's like really coming to a positive conclusion. You've got that beautiful gold in this card, as well as with that Page of Pentacles. So it does represent that, spirit has your back. Good things are coming towards you. This is really an opportunity for you to just really enjoy this month, as well as enjoy the prospects and the prosperity that will be coming to you in the coming year. And then finally, it feels as though some of you are in that point of your life where you have been carrying a lot of a heavy load. Now, this is my 10 of Wands. The story behind this card is it does represent endings. It represents a completion. So this would be a completion of a project or a completion of a stage in your life. Or it could represent just ending something that you've been carrying with you for a long time. And that could just mean that you are doing some extra healing and that you are now ready to put down that burden. You don't need to carry that burden anymore. The story behind the heart is that this gentleman, he planted all of those wands by seed. He nurtured them, he watered them, he gave them the right sun and the water and did all this stuff, and he tended his garden. Well, now he's bringing home his harvest, and his home is right here. So he does have a little bit further to go to be able to put down his burden. But what I feel this is really saying is that as we, conclude the month of December and we clear the slate for the month of January, moving into 2025, I feel as though you are going to be putting down this heavy weight. And it is really something. to celebrate. Okay? So that's kind of what I have for you. I'm going to go ahead and put myself back on screen, and I am going to pull your 5 cards from the tea leaf deck. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so your first card is leg. And that card is saying you're stepping into a new experience. And it's kind of reiterating exactly what I have been saying in this reading. And then you have a rose, which says romance is in the air. Maybe you're going to have a romantic situation happen in your month of December. Wouldn't that be fun? We have V, victory in some endeavor, right? Yay. And then we have a lobster, which says there might be a financial pinch. Now, that definitely could happen because, we have a tendency to want to overspend during the holiday season. So just be aware, some of you might be feeling some of that as you are moving through the month. And then finally, we have the throne, which is talking about a position of authority. So, how would that represent in your life? Does that mean that you are moving into a higher elevated position, even within an organization or a new job? Um, and does that mean that, you have all these years of experience and you are able then to share that experience with others in terms of sharing your knowledge, sharing the things that you know, mentoring, being the leader that you are? So, Aquarius, that's what I have for you for this month. I hope you found this reading interesting. I hope if you have any comments, I would love to hear them as to how things are going on with you and whether or not this resonated. So, until next time, take very good care of you. And once again, thank you so much for watching my channel.